Hey folks, just another one in the series. This is going to be kind of like the tools and essentials I carry on the bike for when I'm traveling. So highly recommend always carrying a medical kit. Now this one is from Surviveware. You probably have seen them before. Great stuff. I have a bigger one that I carry, but what I like about the smaller one here is it's waterproof. So if you do get in a situation where you need something else to go in your bags or whatever that's not waterproof, I can always attach this on the outside to one of my Moscow bags or whatever. It's got the straps and everything in the back, and it can latch on. But always carry a medical kit. You just never know what happens out there. So that's from Surviveware. So a couple of things I do. This is a micro start. This is again, this is a starter. If your battery goes dead or something like that, there's jumper cables in here, there's connection cords in here, and even if you want an emergency light or an extra charger for whatever reason, this one is a again micro start. But I have a little bit of a bigger one, but this is a little bit more compact. But if your battery dies on your bike or your buddy's bike or whatever, you guys have issues, that's charged, it recharges, and you can jump your bike, get back up and running, and get going here. This is BikeMaster. These are all things that you can get from Revzilla or whatever. But again, tire repair kit, got a hole or whatever. There's even extra CO2 here to pump up and put air in your bike, or extra air containers, CO2, extra air containers. This is a rechargeable one. This is absolutely good. Actually, this one is digital. You can actually set it to the tire pressure that you want, and it'll stop. And it's pretty big and a little bit bulky, right? You probably could find something a little bit smaller, but this is Tack Life. But what I like about this is, again, it's digital. I can use it as a charger. It recharges pretty fast. It's come in handy, and it's very good. So all that stuff. Tools wise, so I use the Moscow. The Moscow has a tool kit that I purchased, but I also purchased an additional tool kit from Ted Porter. Ted Porter has one for the BMW, has ones for others that are made up. But this one's pretty much got everything that you need in it. So I've got all the tools here. Inside these pouches here, I have JB Weld, I've got electrical tape, I've got wire, anything that you might need there to do, on the spot repair. Tire wrench, torque wrench, all that stuff that you need to do if you need to change a tire. Again, everything that you need, Allen, hexa key, whatever you need. So this has everything that you need for a tool kit. And again, pretty compact. It goes into this waterproof piece as well. I know it can be a little bit bulky, and it's heavy. So trust me, this adds weight to your bike. I put it on the inside pannier on my left side just because, and I know most people will say, well, you should probably have it on your right side because if you're pulled over the side of the road, your bike's leaning, you don't want to be pulling your tools out on that side. But I put it on my right side because I like to keep the heavier stuff towards the center of my bike, so it's not, just a balancing thing for me. So again, like I said, it rolls up in here. Pretty simple stuff. You got the strap here, it goes around, making this a lot more complicated than what it is, but you can see, pretty simple stuff. And then that just packs up, and that's my toolkit. So I got everything I need for here. I would also recommend, if you're on a BDR and you're going with a group of folks, if you're riding very similar bikes or same bikes or whatever, maybe only one or two, maybe just a couple of you have to take tools. Not everybody has to. And again, that eliminates weight and stuff. So you guys can, if you guys go in as a group, maybe sort that stuff out. Now, if you have 4 or 5 different bikes on a trip, then everybody's got to have their own tools for their own bike. But I know we're doing a trip with a group, and we're all on GSs, and so only a couple of us are going to take our toolkits just because, you know, it'll fit all the bikes. So then I have a tow cable. So this is a Tusk one. I did not order, but I tell you what, if you go to Build Dragoo or the Dart website for Dragoo training, they have some tow straps that are even more, you know, durable and probably better than what I have here. So that means I probably need to order that, but I have a Tusk one in case I need to get towed, which if you guys saw in the video almost a year ago, I had to do that. My buddy Paul Patterson had to yank me out of the Toby Lewis hill because I tore my clutch up. Yes, that does happen. And so anyway, up in my tank bag, I carry a dual purpose, you know, again, just a dual purpose. This is from Frog and Company, like a utility knife and stuff like that. Again, I keep that relatively handy up there. Also up in my tank bag, obviously I carry this tire pressure gauge, so you can understand that. And then I have a tool. This is for my tractive suspension. So if I want to lessen, increase, whatever I want to do to my suspension, I have my tool for that. I carry extra rock straps because you just never know. Again, I carry a couple of these, put them in the bottom of the bag. They don't weigh much, and you just never know when you have an issue. Bag breaks, something, whatever, you need this. Actually, Mid-Atlantic BDR almost a year ago to this day. My windshield collapsed for whatever reason. The bracket broke on it. Didn't drop it, didn't do any of that stuff. Thank God I had rock straps here. I was able to strap the windshield on and ride all the way home. Another thing that I carry, ties, twisties, ties, whatever you want to call them. You can't go wrong. You can get them on Amazon. They're, you know, a dime a dozen or whatever. But I have different size ones, heavy duty ones, and then realistically the longer ones, because you know, if you have the smaller ones, you know, only type these you can kind of clip down and get to the right size or whatever you need. So tire iron beads, the rest of them are in here. I got another one. I have 3 of those. And then I have a handsaw. So I have this. I have an axe, and this is a multi-purpose axe as well. Wrench, nails, you know, you can do a lot of different things with this if you need to, but I definitely, these things have come in handy. And then this is Agawa Boreal 21. This thing's kind of cool. So this thing folds up, and then this goes back and around. Come on. Oh yeah, here we go. So this just kind of folds into here, locks into there, and so now I've got a big old saw to use out in the woods. So very simple. Yes, I know I could screw it up, but at the end of the day, it's very simple. You just put it together, and it folds right on up. So again, so I carry a combination. I normally carry just these 2 things, but depending on where you're going, if you're going to some heavy bush or whatever, I would highly recommend that as well. I probably will take that on the Northeast BDR when we roll. But so this gives you an idea of some tools that you take on there. A friend of mine, Chad Warner, you may know him. He's the guy that's done all 11 BDRs in the last basically 2 years. He actually had an axe and stuff, and I think he was in Idaho on the Idaho BDR and had to chop down trees and stuff like that to get by. And so this stuff comes in very handy. My buddy Tim and I tried to use some of this stuff on my 3 miles of hell journey. Tree was just way too big, didn't have the bigger one and only had the smaller ones, but we were able to chop enough other stuff to actually build a little bit of a ramp to go over the tree. So again, stuff comes in handy when you're doing this adventure riding stuff, especially if you're going in any of the backcountry stuff or you're doing anything off the trails. It's always good to have some of these pieces with us. This is kind of what I packed. These are kind of the tools, my kit, to make sure that I can be up and running on that bike and keep moving forward. Or if you're injured, any of those things, like I said, flat tire, you know, it's always be best prepared, right? It's kind of like being a Boy Scout. So if you don't have this stuff, chances are that's when you're going to need it the most. And not having the right tools or not having the right items when you're sitting out there maybe 50, 100 miles deep from anywhere civilization to get any help or any support, you got to kind of be able to kind of get yourself out of there. And, you know, obviously if you're going in the backwoods, any of that stuff, best recommended to at least do it with one other person or some extra folks, because obviously more people, more help, more able. If you're doing it solo, you know, that's a tough gig, and I would tell you that make sure you have some of this stuff, because you just never know what you get yourself into. So again, kind of what I packed, tools, what's on my bag for the most part. Again, some of these things change, but the core of this stuff is normally there all the time. And again, and you're always going to help out somebody else if they've been stuck. I've done that before as well. So anyhow, all right, thanks. Hopefully you enjoyed this segment as well, and more to come. We'll see you in a little bit. Bye-bye.